are jumping back into Crisis Core. Here we are. So yesterday we finished up the war in Wutai. Today we're going to continue on with Chapter 2 and go to Benora.
How long is he going to slack off like this? It's already been a month. Sephiroth's no help either. Lumping Angeal together with Genesis. Genesis is a deserter who took a bunch of seconds and thirds along with him. He used copies of himself to attack us. Angeal, so messed up now. Angeal, just come back to us.
Now, okay, so I may be misunderstanding the story, but I want to talk out a couple things really quick. So Genesis was born of Project Jillian, I think. Which means technically there is Genesis and Angeal copies from the Jillian line. There would be soldiers who have G cells and soldiers who have S cells, right? Sephiroth cells. Therefore, when Genesis started degrading, it could be that he went to all the other soldier members in second and third who had G cells, who were also beginning to degrade, and spoke to them and told them about what's happening to them and how it can be fixed. That's why Angeal is so conflicted, because now he's finding out that his whole life he's been experimented on, essentially. He's a lab rat child. He's not, but he's as good as a lab tube baby. Shinra has done all of this. So it follows to reason that the second and thirds didn't necessarily willfully desert because they were rebellious against Shinra, but rather followed Genesis because they started to experience degradation at the same time. I'd also like to comment on the Fort Tamblin sequence there and Yuffie. Now, that's really, really interesting because it seems like Yuffie and Zack are somewhat bound because Yuffie ends up finding Cloud. She's inexorably tied to that legacy of the Buster Sword, from Angeal to Zack to Cloud, and all that would unfold from that, right? So that's interesting. But also, Fort Tamblin is an inciting incident. It's the incident which sparks the fire, which would lead up to what is called the Core of Destiny in Nibelheim. Right? And that's what this story is. It is the march to Destiny's core. That's what this game is all about. In Last Order, the idea of Nibelheim being the core of Destiny, the core that the Lifestream has latched itself onto, that is the core of Genova's destiny, Sephiroth's destiny, the Turk's destiny, the player's destiny. Everything is wrapped up in that Nibelheim incident.
Soldier second class, Zack.
That would be me. Who is this?
Director Lazard wants to see you. Go to the briefing room.
Hey, wait!
Personal call from Sephiroth.
Any word on Angeal?
He hasn't contacted his family either.
So what's this about?
A new assignment. I want you to go to the hometown of our missing soldier first class, Genesis.
Huh?
According to the parents, they've had no contact with Genesis whatsoever. But they can't be trusted.
Why?
They're his family. I had already dispatched some staff, but we've lost contact. I want you to go and investigate. He will go with you.
Song.
Song of the Turks.
This job is looking really gloomy.
Let me know when you're ready to go.
I'm really excited to play
Oh,
Last Order.
excuse me.
I'm sorry, Before Crisis.
Hello?
Oh, hey, it's Kunzel. Did you read my mail?
Not yet. I'll read it later. I'm in a meeting in the briefing room right now.
Gotcha. Hey, can I talk to you after that?
I'm kind of busy, but if you can keep it short...
Yeah, that's fine. All right, I'll be outside the briefing room.
I really do love Kunzel. Now let's check in on the mail. So far, Kunzel here. Now that you got your mail account ready, allow me, your loyal and well-connected pal, to give you lots of insider info. Why? Because I'm such a nice guy. And I know you and your one-track mind don't know what I know. Midgar is a city floating 300 meters in the air, linked to the ground by train and highway transit. We utilize a total of 8 Mako reactors, sequentially numbered, starting with the northern reactor to supply electricity to the city. Construction continues smoothly. Shinra Company headquarters in Sector 4 are the last ones scheduled to be complete. So this is from Reeve. This is from our friend Kitshi. Soldier members, I thank you daily for your daily hard work. As you all well know, a great number of our comrades have left the company. There is now some concern within the company whether this will lead to a decline in soldiers' combat abilities. However, we can also take this pressure as a chance to prove how indispensable we are to the company by proving our strength as a small but elite group. I hope you take advantage of this mission. We will be bringing an end to the war with Wutai. Do your best and prove yourselves. We've received reports from the security and soldier departments of the state of the war with Wutai. We have been in negotiations with Wutai for years in order to peacefully resolve this long dispute regarding Mako extraction in the region. However, Wutai's steadfast refusal has resulted in aggravated tensions. In order to break through this impasse, we have decided to resume military action. A special attack force of the smallest size of it has been mobilized to keep the scale of operations to a minimum. That's so dark. Essentially what they're saying is, Wutai has oil. We think that we deserve that oil. We're going to come over and we're going to take some of that oil. And if you say no, we're going to kill your children. We're going to crush you economically. We are going to absolutely make you regret ever messing with Shinra. It seems every soldier first class has a quirk, or 3. But I think Angeal has a lot of common sense and is a trustworthy fellow. Let's face it, Genesis never found group activities appealing, so Angeal is, in fact, the spiritual leader of Soldier. I've got a lot of respect for him too, and I envy you for getting to work with him so often. Back to our 1. We might as well max everything out. Instead of that, let's put on our mug. Yep, that's what we want. We have to go talk with Kunzel.
Before you go out on a mission, you should always remember to check the supply pod. You know, because we're not notified when it's been restocked. Rumor has it that it's because of the company's cost-cutting measures.
Hey, Zach. Word of advice? You should go, you know. So, what do you say we go down to 1 and head to Sector 8? Here we are. Sector 8. Okay. Now, we should split up.
Wait, what? You brought me here just to ditch me?
Don't you get it? This is for you. You usually have so little time before assignments, and you can get more done if you're on your own. If you want to go back, go that way. See ya, Zach. I'll be in touch.
It is really cool that they let you explore Sector 8. It also makes sense that it's the bombing reactor. So here's Shinra. Where's Shinra? Okay, well, Shinra is this direction behind all these buildings, right? You come out from Shinra into Sector 0, and you go left into this. You come up here, right? So you come out of Sector 0 into Sector 8. And then right here is the train station towards Sector 1 station. This, if I'm not mistaken, is the Mako reactor that we bomb at the beginning. It's either 1 or 5. I don't quite remember. No. 5 is the second one. So yeah, we bomb Mako reactor 1 and bomb Mako reactor 5. There's quite a bit of stuff we can do here. And this is important because we will get
Excuse me, but are you with
more
Soldier?
mail.
Soldier Operative Zach, yes.
Zach? I've never heard of you. You must be Soldier second rate.
We were just talking about who the greatest soldier member is. For me, it's Angeal. He's so straight-laced and thrifty to boot.
If we're talking about the greatest in Soldier, I can't think of anyone other than Sephiroth. Just imagining him walking around shirtless is enough to make me swoon.
You two don't know what you're talking about. This is the age of Genesis. There's nobody better in Soldier than him.
Soldier first classes have a big female following, it looks like.
Now let's enjoy these.
Fan club apart is that we're better funded than other fan clubs. We have a very generous sponsor that's backing us, and we sell various merchandise too. How about it? Would you like to join Red Leather, the premier Genesis fan club?
Yes, I do.
As a perk of new membership, you automatically gain a chance to win a replica of Genesis's rapier. Oh,
I want that.
Looks like you just received your first newsletter.
Would you like to join Keepers of Honor, a fan club dedicated to Angeal? If you join now, you'll get our recent newsletters that include bits of Angeal's official profile. Welcome! You are now an official member of Keepers of Honor. See? You just received your first newsletter.
Thank you.
Within Soldier, there's no one more popular than the hero Sephiroth, which explains why he has so many fan clubs, from big to small, casual to utterly devoted. There's just too many to count. That's why it's important to look for a fan club that suits your needs.
Let's talk to the kiddo here.
Angeal person is about, but Mom's become a groupie, so she pays zero attention to me. I feel
It's really sad.
so lonely.
It's really sad. So easy to get caught up in the whims of the world that you don't pay attention to those who matter most right in front of you.
This is Sector 8, the place for entertainment. If you walk from the fountain toward the clock tower, you'll get to Lovelace Avenue. If you go up the stairs there, you can go to the Sector 1 station. From the station, you can catch a train to the Sector 5 slums.
Do you know what I just realized? Aerith hates the sky. She doesn't like going above the plate. And yet, she was brave enough, due to her relationship with Zack and the encouragement that he had, and the goal they had to fill Midgar with flowers, as she braved the boundless, endless sky of freedom in order to come up here.
Oh, thanks for patrolling Midgar.
You're with Soldier, I see. But what business do you have here?
Well, no business, really.
It is the duty of the 18th Squad of the Shinra Security. Anyone who disturbs...
Whoa, now.
This is actually what Midgar needs.
What do you mean?
Who is it that finds... Who is it?
Yes, yes.
That is all us. So, who Midgar...
Yeah.
You won't be so arrogant from security against Soldier. We'll find...
He's actually right, though, in a lot of ways. Like, Soldier are very much this face of the warriors who are going to carve out the way to the promised land for all humans. A look at what humanity can be when they're fused with Mako, when they are truly one with the planet, right? However, that's an ideal, that's a flash in the pan. That is not useful in day-to-day life. That does not run a city. That stops wars. But Soldier is kind of dangerous. You don't want them on general duty in the cities. They're too powerful. He's right. Like, they really do run the city from the ground up.
Oh, a soldier guy. Sorry, not interested. Apologies, but my heart's already set on someone else.
This is the busiest part of Sector 8, nicknamed Loveless Avenue. Loveless is considered a literary masterpiece. They've even made it into a play.
Now, that's actually interesting, is that Loveless is a tome. It's a work. We don't know how ancient the work is. However, there are huge implications that Loveless is itself prophetic in some way, that it represents the story of Final Fantasy VII and the whole saga that they're trying to tell. First off, you have the idea of the War of the Beasts and the three heroes. It is the war of Shinra and Wu Tai that brings about the three heroes' individual roles and how they part ways, right? So the prologue to Loveless would be the war in Wu Tai, let's say, right? Then all of a sudden you have in the climax, you have the goddess Minerva descending with wings of light, Angeal, and wings of dark, Sephiroth, right? And you have this idea of Minerva somehow bringing the two together, of wholeness, and of of Genesis becoming the dew that waters the earth. I think all of this is telegraphing to us that Genesis is going to have a major role to play in Rebirth as the one who cleanses the earth of Genova's influence through both Jillian and Sephiroth's cells. I think both of those need to be utterly destroyed from the earth in order for the world to be truly and perfectly reconnected to the universal life stream.
Loveless, an epic tale of doomed love and shattered friendships. It's a classic that's even been adapted for the stage, and a production is put on every year. I am a member of the study group, a fan club devoted to Genesis. We study Loveless to gain deeper insight into the work that Genesis loves so much. We began as a group that studied the Loveless text within Red Leather, another Genesis fan club. However, we grew tired of the shallow fandom prevalent in Red Leather, so we broke off from them. So, would you like to join the study group and delve deep into the Loveless text, like Genesis?
Yes.
Welcome. You are now a fellow worshipper of Loveless. Oh, I think you just got new mail. Why don't you take a look?
Now, I also think, so as far as I know, Loveless was well known, right? However, Genesis stumbles upon it one day, and I think that he in many ways identifies with it, and that's where I'm not quite sure. How did Genesis logically get to the point from reading this book to understanding that, one, it's prophetic, and 2, that he has a major role to play. That's what I'd like to know. Because Loveless seems so stupid in this game. It seems like everyone is just quoting random nonsense. But I think that when we look at this after playing Rebirth, it's going to be completely different. Sleep Easy actually did a series of videos on this that were absolutely brilliant. I couldn't even hold a candle to all the lore and the implications that he's put in. But he really invested me in the lore of Final Fantasy VII in a way that nobody else ever has. So that's been a blessing. Please go check out my guys Sleep Easy and Schrodinger's Baby Seal, who I like to think of as Sleep Easy's vanguard, the one who picked him up and brought him to the public. I think that's all we have to do. I don't really want that, but we should probably get all the... This has to be a perfect playthrough, so...
Wow! So this is the Shinra building. This is my first time here.
This issue is for newcomers to Red Leather. As a welcome gift, here is some basic information about Genesis. Here we go. Here's some good information. He happened upon a copy of Loveless in his parents' study. It has been his favorite work ever since. Why he joined Soldier? The heroics of Sephiroth, who is the same age as Genesis, inspired him to work for the good of the world. We will update you on any new information as it becomes available. Okay, so that's really, really interesting. So we still don't know exactly why he got into the study of Loveless, but he found it in his parents' study. So his parents could have some push, some reason. So both Genesis and Angeal grew up in Menorah, which makes sense as Angeal and Genesis came from the same cells. Now, as far as I know, how was Genesis wasn't born the same way Angeal was? That's what I'm confused about. Because they're not brothers; they're just friends. What else was I going to say? Genesis. Let's go back. Let's read that one more time. In Ever Crisis, I'm very excited to see young Sephiroth and his exploits. If I'm not mistaken, Sephiroth is known for a lot of his exploits early in the Wu-Tai War. If I'm not mistaken, that's a huge point of contention in Before Crisis, is kind of Sephiroth's own rise to meteoric fame. So that will be really, really interesting, because I believe, even though it's going to be focused on Sephiroth, I almost guarantee that they're going to put in the effects that what Sephiroth did on Genesis, or in some way. They're going to tie that in. I really do love that at the heart of this story is the story of 3 friends, right, who come together, and how one man ends up becoming all of their living legacies, right? Because when you think about it, Zack is Genesis's living legacy. He's the one who stopped Genesis, who cured Genesis, and who fulfilled that final promise of Genesis and Angeal. Now, that link is tenuous. However, Zack is definitely the perfect link between Sephiroth and Angeal. We're told as much. He's the inheritor of the Buster Sword, as well as the spiritual child of Angeal, walking as a hero and walking in honor. Then you have the fact that he is one of the last pure S cells, right? Zack is not the last pure S cell. Cloud is, but Zack also has Sephiroth cells within him. So it's like in that, Zack has the embodiment of Sephiroth, or at least the hero Sephiroth, and Angeal inside of him, as well as because he defeated Genesis, he also carries on Genesis's legacy in him. All of that was handed off to Cloud, who at the beginning of FF7 claims, "I am Soldier, first class, Cloud Strife." He is the living legacy of Soldier. At this time, Soldier has almost completely fallen apart. At the time of FF7, there is no first-class soldiers as far as I know. Roche is an example of a second-class soldier which is still around, but they are dwindling. The Turks, too, have almost completely dwindled by the time of FF7, and after FF7, almost completely collapsed, being Rufus's personal guard. Right? So you see the two main military institutions, Soldier and the Turks, are dying out. Cloud ends up living up to be the successor of Soldier, and then you have Reno, Rude, Cisne, and Elena and Song who are left of the Turks. As far as we know, Cisne is in hiding at the time of FF7-1. He's a dog guy. The love story from the female point of view. Well, the love story in this game is very clearly between Zack and Aerith. And Zack and Aerith's love actually is what ties Aerith to the bonds of destiny which would lead her to the City of the Ancients, right? So that would actually make a lot of sense if we're looking at Loveless as prophetic and we're looking at this War of the Wu Tai as the prologue, then Acts 2 and 3 would be about this love story. So we'll have to pay attention when we get to the final dungeon to Acts 2 and 3. I'm going to write that down real quick. Okay, let's look up Loveless Act 2 and 3. So, Act 1. Infinite in mystery is the gift of the goddess. We seek it thus and take to the sky. Now, the gift of the goddess is the cure for this degradation that has come to the planet, is my interpretation of it. That the gift of the goddess is the pure cleansing of the planet. We seek it thus, the three heroes from the prologue, right? Sephiroth, Genesis, and Angeal. They all seek forth cleansing of the monstrous activities that Shinra has done. Ripples form on the water's surface. The wandering soul knows no rest. I don't quite get that. The ripples form on the water's surface. Water is this symbol. It's utilized lots of times throughout Crisis Core, but I don't really get the symbolism. So I'm going to have to look a little bit closer at that. My friend, your desire is the bringer of life, the gift of the goddess. Legends shall speak of sacrifice at world's end. The wind sails over the water's surface, quietly but sure. Okay, so the gift of the goddess is that which brings life. And then he's basically prophesying that legend will speak of sacrifice when the world's going to end. So that to me talks about Act 5. The wind sails over the water's surface, quietly but surely. I think that this has something to do with destiny, right? That destiny, that the wind is breathing over the water. It's continually moving. As the war sends the world hurtling towards destruction, the prisoner departs with his newfound love and embarks on a new journey. He is guided by hope that the gift will bring bliss and the oath that he swore to his friends. Though no oath is shared between the lovers, in their heart they know they will meet again. As the war sends the world hurtling towards destruction, the prisoner. I don't know who the prisoner is. All that's really interesting.
Right now.
Yes, I would very much like one.
Good day, sir. Please come. Exiting the building takes you directly to Sector 8. You may find it refreshing to venture out into Sector 8 while you're on standby for the next mission. There is a train station in Sector 1 where there's a train to the Sector 5 slums. The Shinra building is a secure facility. Members of Soldier have access through the second-floor elevator to the exhibit room and the soldier floor. You should know, the exhibit room and the entrance area are open to the public during business hours. Zach Fair of Sutton. You have a meeting scheduled with Mr. Tsung in the briefing room.
That's helpful.
Oh, hello there. If you need help with anything, hey, he's pretty cute.
Just what I expect from the head of my fan club. Look at that. The high wind is beautiful. This is a great picture of it. So this is the SA-37. The Shinra number 26. I'm so excited to see Rocket Town. That's going to be so cool.
How do I make her realize my feelings?
You tell her.
You heard nothing.
So this is cool. As it points out, that crosshair is exactly where Midgar is. You come a little bit east, you have Calm. You have the Chocobo Farms. All the way over here, you got Wutai, Icicle Inn up north. You have Mediel and Benora down here in the southeast. Right? Like, I think Benora is located somewhere along this middle island here. Mediel's on that bottom claw, if I'm not mistaken. Shinra, some cool stuff. Is this legible writing, though? Because, like, the calendar is based on Greek. Anything else interesting? Let's talk to this guy.
This is the Shinra number 26 rocket, a conceptual model of the project that Shinra Space Development has put all their efforts into in recent years. Once completed, it's on to the launch.
I'm actually thinking, so like, what... It makes a lot of sense that Genesis would have connected the gift of the goddess to his own degradation process, and he would have very much seen Sephiroth and his connection to Sephiroth and Soldier as being prophetic. So when all of a sudden the degradation starts happening, he'd look at the gift of the goddess and notice similarities and wonder. And so he knows Minerva is real, right? In fact, he grew up in the town where Minerva is, right? That great cavern that arrives in Benora that was shown when we blew up, when it got blown up.
Sir, I am a new recruit, sir. I am committed to giving my all for the Shinra Company, sir.
Good.
Not again. Got up on the wrong floor. I have to say, Shinra has... I mean, come on. 2 elevators for a building this size? It's complete madness.
It is a little strange. Soldier floor.
Hey, Zach. You're wanted in the briefing room. There's a Turk waiting, so you should hurry. I had no idea things were so hectic. Sorry I distracted you. Hey, good luck out there. I'll mail you when I have time.
Now, I'm going to plow through a quick mission because we want to go get that Craftsman Monthly.
Activating combat mode.
I gotta say, Crisis Core music is incredibly repetitive, and yet it really does slap. Like the fact that this is like 5 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's 7 notes. There's another potion right, or not potion, chest right here, which we don't need any of these. We really don't.
Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode.
Got him.
Conflict resolved.
I admit that you bested us into...
Yeah, we did. All of these are pretty easy, to be completely honest. Like, this one's a straight line. You just go straight up. There's an X potion on the left here.
Activating combat mode.
Take that.
Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Easy peasy.
Oh yeah.
Damn. Another loss to Soldier. Next time we won't hold back. You've taken advantage of the sportsmanship we've shown. The 3rd day of our joint training session, I guarantee, will be a day of shame for Soldier.
Okay, sir. Whatever you say. Okay, I believe you. Step in the line. Shake your body in time. Okay, I believe you. Now, we definitely want to get the elixir in this stage. Turn around. Head backwards. Boom! Right there. Elixir. Then we can just continue to plow through to the end. There's our second chest. And we are on to the boss.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Got him!
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yes, we have yet to win against you in training, but I know the reason why. It's the budget disparity between soldier and security. I hear the science department performs enhancement procedures on you. We in security don't depend on medical enhancements.
There's a chest just over here. Might be better to go around this way.
Conflict resolved.
The end!
Boom, boom, boom.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Later!
Thank you, sir. Come again. Yes, thank you.
Our budget negotiations have borne fruit. Director Heidegger has offered.
Good.
Activating combat mode.
Take that! Hi! Oh
Conflict
yeah!
resolved. Activating combat mode.
Bring it on! Take that!
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Even with new weapons, we still couldn't win. What are we lacking? What is it? Very well. The next session is our last. We'll settle all scores then. If we lose again, I will concede that Midgar needs Soldier more than us.
One last one. I don't think this affects mail at all, but I just need to be safe. I'd really hate to have to do this a fourth time. Third time. I've only beaten the game twice. But I've had to replay some of these chapters 2 or 3 times because of small mistakes that I've made, so I'm really hoping I can take this slow, do everything nice, but also be kind of quick because I would like to try out Divine Force before the school year kicks back up again in a week. Divine Force is Star Ocean 6, and actually I'm quite excited to give it a try. I've heard quite good things about it. I absolutely hated 5. However, after replaying it a little bit, it grew on me. It's still not a good game, but it did grow on me. I enjoyed it. I'm excited to see what they do.
I don't suppose you've noticed all the specialized rooms on this floor? We have the briefing room, the materia room, and the training room. All these facilities provided just for us. It's good to be in Soldier.
Fitness checks are an important obligation in Soldier. Because of your exposure to Mako, maintaining your health can be quite complicated.
That's interesting. That's actually really, really interesting. In what way? I wonder if they know about degradation.
This is the training room, where we gauge the physical fitness of Soldier members. You're Soldier's second-class Zach, right? Yes, we'll be testing your fitness someday. Let's hope it goes well.
Well, let's hope. I'm proud that they're doing squats, though. Materia room.
Naturally formed materia are extremely rare, but Mako stones are relatively easy to obtain. A Mako stone is crystallized materia, made of concentrated Mako energy. It doesn't function as materia, but if we process it here, we can make it into materia. Soldier sometimes runs Mako stone excavation missions. You should go sometime.
There we go.
Hey, you have a Mako stone with you already. Can
I do.
we leave that with us, possibly? We can make it into materia.
I guess so.
If you want, you can.
I am kind of curious.
Commencing materia generation. All hands,
Do
confirm status.
do do
Ready,
do
sir.
do 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 do.
Just give the word. Main engine online. Report Mako concentration rate.
Concentration rate at 20, 30, 40. Steady at 50%.
Increase main engine output. The first 30 seconds of the process is crucial.
Aye, aye, sir. Output 80% and rising.
Concentration still static. Ugh. Ready cooling system. Increase Mako output to maximum.
Output at 120%. 1 minute until we reach critical point.
Mako energy concentration rate is rising. 70, 80, 90% and still going up.
All right. Hang on, we're almost there.
Concentration rate confirmed at 100%.
Shut down main engine.
Main engine shutdown confirmed. Hello, materia.
The materia is complete. And it's a good one. It was made from your Mako stone, so this materia belongs to you. Actually, it's been a long time since we made any materia here in the materia room. Like everyone, we have our problems.
I think there's various material you can make.
materia is the concentrated essence of Mako energy in crystallized form. Naturally formed materia is virtually non-existent. The reason being, it takes special conditions and many years to form. Most of the materia being used today were made artificially, either here or by the people over at Arms Development.
Hey, can you? Oh yeah, if you want.
Nah.
You can... Thanks to you, we had Zach.
Poison. Okay. Let's keep on going. I am curious, though.
Hey, can... Oh yeah, if you want.
Silence. Okay. So these are going to be all the status ones, I'm assuming.
Can you leave that with us? Oh yeah, if you want, you can stay and watch us generate materia. We can all, so much so in fact as it stands. Really.
Okay, gravity. That's kind of cool. I mean, I have tons of gravity, but...
Oh yeah, if you want, you can stay and watch us generate materia. Now that, Zach, truly, we couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much. Forget losing my job. They just gave me a big bonus. This is all thanks to you. My dream. It's still just a pipe dream.
Good for you, dude.
I used to be a member of the science department. Right around the same time Lazard became director of Soldier. I was transferred here. Well, it was more like I was headhunted out of science.
Okay. That's interesting. Maybe to allow room for Hojo to rise the ranks? I don't know. And with that, actually we're not quite ready to talk to Song yet. Almost, though.
It's been made clear to keep loot.
Hey, why is it that we at times fight alongside each other? None of Soldier's business. Is that it?
I wanted to defeat Soldier, to light a spark in my people. Because we have Soldier, that's what I hear the young ones say every day.
That makes sense.
The pride of... But perhaps it's equally important to accept reality and face facts.
Security, soldier, what's the difference? We both want to protect Midgar. We share that.
Quit your blathering! Typical soldier arrogance! You don't need to point out to me what's obvious from the beginning.
Okay, I got it.
I've wasted too much of my time here. I'm leaving. Hey you! I never got your name.
Soldier, second class. Zack.
Zack. I'll remember that.
It's interesting, it's a small detail, but that they always splice in their rank into their name as if their identity in Soldier is their whole identity. Zack is Zack, second class soldier, not Zack Fair of Benora, or Gongaga. Already. Thank you. It's cool they do add stuff like that, though. Like, it's really helpful.
Ready to go?
A routine job, right? No sweat.
I wonder. Originally, Sephiroth was assigned to this mission. That means it's a top priority matter. Be alert, or you'll fail.
And Sephiroth?
Refusing to go, apparently.
Oh, what is that? They spoil him too much.
Why don't you say that to his face?
No thanks. Weird trees.
Benora white trees. Or dumb apples.
That means this is Benora Village? Angeal's hometown?
Correct. Genesis and Angeal have known each other a long time.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
These guys. I saw them in Wutai.
So they are here. We've seen no townspeople yet. They may have taken control of the whole town. When Genesis left, he took an arsenal along with him. Retrieve or destroy. Those are the President's strict orders.
Okay, no sweat.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Activating combat mode.
There's no point going slow through these points, though.
President's orders will be met.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
That felt good.
Oh yeah! A Genesis copy.
Where did you hear that?
Sephiroth said it.
The technology was stolen from our scientists.
Huh?
It apparently allows Genesis's abilities and traits to be transplanted to soldier members and monsters.
Okay. Okay, wait. Okay, so there's a scene, or sorry, there's a machine that allows Genesis's traits to be copied and placed onto other soldier members. The same thing can happen with that Geo, we know. So these are real people. This is where the soldiers' second and thirds goes. We are cutting people down left, right, and center. We've taken out most of Soldier.
Soldier and monsters, we're the same?
I never caught that before. That's a brilliant line. Hey, wait a second. Why is it that we can be similar to Genesis copies, but Genesis copies can also be monsters? Are we similar to monsters? This sets up for all the revelations coming up.
Down for good, right?
Zack, don't fool around. Let's hurry. Internal issues have to be dealt with before they leave. No sign of the townspeople. Check the houses. This is Genesis's home. His parents are wealthy landowners.
But I never stole from that tree, because the wealthy man's son was my friend.
They weren't mere acquaintances. They grew up together and were best friends.
So Genesis deserts and gets his best friend Angeal to join him. Is that it?
Sephiroth believes that's the case. There. A gravestone. Still very new. Zack, go find Angeal's house. I'll check the grave.
Ugh. So Turks always do this stuff?
Someone has to do it.
Must be rough.
Don't worry. We're paid much better than you are.
No way!
Zack, go find Angeal's house. It should be over there. It's likely already in enemy hands. Be careful.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
I'll check the grave. Or maybe... Angeal's house should be some...
It's a shame we can't go into Genesis's house. Oh. Are these Genesis' parents? And he killed them, and that's why they stopped funding the fan club. and he killed them because they allowed him to take part in Project Jillian.
Let's see. Angeal's house is... somewhere. All right, I'll just have to check each one. But now's not really the...
There's only 2 doors that don't have that strange wreath on it.
But now's not really the time. But now's...
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Later! Oh yeah!
Can I help you? Greetings, ma'am. Are you Angeal's mother? My name is Zach.
Are you Zach, the puppy?
Excuse me?
My son wrote to me once about you. 0 attention span. Restless as a little puppy.
Thanks, Angeal.
You're not here together with Genesis, are you?
No, I'm not. Don't worry.
What is happening with my son?
I'm not really sure.
Genesis came back here a month ago with an army of cohorts. And they proceeded to take the lives of many townspeople. Genesis, he used to be such a good boy.
Is Angeal...
He came here. But he left his sword and went off somewhere. That sword represents our family's honor.
I see. No wonder. He never uses this sword, really, ever. I'll take care of Angeal. You should go and hide somewhere.
Don't be concerned. Genesis cannot harm me. When Angeal decided to join Shinra, my husband had that sword made for him and told him to fight with honor. He borrowed a lot of money. And then, he worked so hard to return the debt, he eventually died of fatigue. Please be a good friend to my son.
That's a weird seller. Ma'am, may I please check in your giant steel cellar.
Oh, a picture of Angeal. So young. Must be when he first joined Soldier. And there it is. That Buster sword. This one's a family picture. Look at Angeal. Showing off that Buster sword again.
So funny.
This must be Angeal's father. Looks like a serious guy. A baby picture. This is Angeal? So cute. Now these two rascals must be Angeal and Genesis.
I wish we could get a closer look on that. Yeah, no first person mode, unfortunately.
Angeal, where did you go? What? Genesis copies.
Activating combat mode.
Got him!
Conflict resolved.
The end!
There's a factory on the outskirts. I saw a Genesis copy go in.
You think it might be their HQ?
I do. I'm on a cliff overlooking the factory. The best way in is from above. Come to the cliff top now.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Later!
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Activating combat mode.
Out of the way! Take that!
Conflict resolved.
The end! Oh yeah!
But now's not...
Nice, we got a new mail from Lazard.
But now's not really...
Genesis's parents were in that grave.
Yep.
Wait, his own family?
We can't expect reason from him. What about Angeal?
He wasn't at the house. But please, give me time. If I find Angeal, I can talk to him. If I can convince Angeal, maybe Genesis will come back too.
I understand now why Sephiroth chose you.
Huh?
Genesis and Angeal. Those two were Sephiroth's only friends. He didn't want to fight them. That's why he refused the mission.
Well, Angeal is my friend too.
He's counting on you to bring them both back. Time is short. Let's go.
Made it in. No problem.
Go on ahead. I've got your back.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Later!
Doing such low damage hurts me.
Zack, this way. Keep sharp.
Alright, Song. There's no point in me getting this chest, I'm certain of it. Yep. I'm probably sitting on so much gil in the amount of equipment I have in my bag right now.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Activating combat mode.
The end! Got him!
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Zach, this way!
Benora White stuff. Okay, so this is a Benora White factory. Which makes sense. They'd need to have a processing plant as well as a shipment facility to get it out. I'm assuming this is a port village.
This is where the copies are made. Go upstairs. Genesis may be there.
Yeah, nothing really interesting. That's kind of interesting.
Infinite in mystery is the gift of the goddess. We seek it thus and take to the sky. Ripples form on the water's surface. The wandering soul knows no rest. Settle down, Zack the puppy.
The grave at the house. We found the remains of our people there as well.
It didn't take much to have them send false reports. Just some mild threats.
They would have done that anyway. At least your parents would have.
My parents betrayed me.
Yeah,
They had
there it
always
is.
betrayed me from the very beginning.
That's so sad.
What do you know?
Shiver lapdogs!
Ow, Song has terrible luck.
Welcome, partner. I see. You finally made your decision. I'll respect your wishes, old friend. However, can you really live on that side?
Angeal! Damn. Where is he? Did he leave the factory?
These things look like, I don't know. They look more human than dog. They're very strange. Like their faces, particularly.
There's no time. We have to leave now.
Wait, we're gonna give up the search?
We can't leave any evidence. An airstrike has been called. Are you sure nobody is at Angeal's house?
Aunt Jill's house!
Hurry!
Genesis has begun shelling the town.
Oh man, what do we do now?
Use timely sword strikes to destroy shells.
What?
It can't be too fast or too slow. Keep focus. Same routine as before. Are you ready?
I have to be.
Pay close attention to the fuse sound and the shell color. That's all the advice I can give you.
Fuse sound?
This sound. Keep your ears open. The sound will indicate the right time to attack. Watch for the shell's color change too. I'm counting on you.
Fuse sound and color, huh? I have to get to Angeal's mom quickly.
Yeah, boy. That's how we do it. First try, fantastic.
The shelling has stopped. I've just received word. The airstrike is commencing. Hurry.
Now we just need to quickly hit up those five glowing spots, or we'll be golden.
I can check out what I picked up afterward.
This is a great song. I love the choir.
After some deliberation, I've managed to buy a little more time. Go do whatever needs to be done.
Thank you, Tsung.
Those shells are Shinra products too, so you'll be rewarded for destroying evidence of the company's involvement.
Nice. Nice. That's all helpful. This is so sad.
What the hell did you do, Angeal?
Is that your idea of honor?
My mother could not continue to live, and neither can her son.
What are you talking about? What's going on here?
I told you. You can't live on that side anymore.
Angeal! Angeal!
My friend, do you fly away now? To a world that abhors you and I?
Shut up!
All that awaits
Shut
you
up! I'm
is
warning
a
you!
somber morrow, no matter where the winds may blow. I don't see Sephiroth today, but are you game?
That scene's really powerful, actually, when you realize Angeal didn't kill his mom. His mom killed herself because she felt so responsible for what happened to Genesis and Angeal. She feels responsible for what happens to Genesis's parents, you'd assume, right? So, she died. What our friend Angeal is saying is not that he killed his mom. He's saying she couldn't bear to live, and neither can I, knowing what she knows now.
Summons aren't meant to be used like this. What happened to dreams and honor?
We are monsters.
Literally.
We have neither dreams nor honor.
So then, I don't quite understand. Was Genesis a Sephiroth copy? Because the Black Wings... Sephiroth has a black wing. Clearly the Black Wings are signified of Sephiroth and his and Genova's influence.
Soldier doesn't mean monster. Angeal.
Also, I feel like the idea that dumb apples grow whenever they want is significant somehow. I just don't know how. Could that just signify the goddess's presence, that they grow when the goddess moves, or something to that effect?
Angeal. The war is over.
I love this song.
Everyone's real happy. As for me,
that sword represents our family's honor.
You're a little more important than my sword. But just a little.
where did you go?
Zack here.
It's been a while, Zack.
Sephiroth.
Come to Lazard's room.
Alright.
Apples. You got an assignment in Benora, right? How is the place? I hear there are a lot of Shinra people there. Apparently, the village's main source of income is the production and processing of apples. The rest of their budget is made up of subsidies from Shinra. Now, why would Shinra care about such a tiny village? Could it have something to do with the Mako, or... There's gotta be something fishy going on there. I'm going to look into it. So I think that's the other thing. Like, Benora actually is a point of contention for Shinra. If I'm not mistaken, actually, they found... I don't know. Soldier members, I thank you for your daily hard work. Upon receiving a report on an unspeakably tragic incident, I find myself thinking about parental bonds. Just as happiness can be found in non-biological ties, parent and child can be unhappy even if tied by blood. The difference is whether or not there are feelings of respect and appreciation. Without them, ill blood is born. Ill blood is prone to lead to tragedy, and ill blood sometimes affects our missions. While Soldier must always execute our missions quickly, we must also focus on risk prevention in the future. Have you seen a guy wearing a white coat and glasses with dark hair and a ponytail? That's Hojo, head of the science department. He rose to the top when he established the method for creating the enhanced soldier operatives. It was more than 20 years ago that scientists vying for the top spot apparently had a fierce mudslinging feud. Hojo is in the training room now. I wonder what he could be studying. Maybe I'll sneak into the training room later.
Hey, Zack. So, the war is over.
That it is. I'm sure you heard. I ruled.
No, I didn't hear. The company reports don't mention you at all. On TV, they only talk about Sephiroth's bravery.
But Sephiroth was in B Unit.
Well, our heroes are chosen by the media.
Dreams crushed.
Oh, it's so funny.
Oh, come on. Cheer up, will ya?
I love hearing Kunsel with a voice. Oh, he's such a good character.
Angeal in Genesis' hometown is a village called Benora, right? I
Yep.
discovered something kind of interesting in a Shinra IR report.
Okay.
Benora's annual operating budget was being paid for by Shinra.
I wonder if Shinra was actually just funding that because they found that cavern there. And Genesis is actually aware of the goddess's existence because he lives in Benora. That would make a lot of sense. I hope I get to level 99.
The training room is currently being used for top secret research. Hence, entry is strictly prohibited. It is off limits, even for you, Mr. Soldier. But thus,
Oh.
whether to enter or not,
I'm so sorry, my guy.
I have...
I'm really sorry. I feel terrible every time. I need to get the mission, dude. I'm sorry.
Ah, there you are. No.
Huh?
Never mind.
Not without no...
You wouldn't understand. I want to verify the virtual data gathered from a soldier operative's combat results. You are going to help me validate my data by participating in a simulated combat scenario.
So be it.
Now, my precious virtual data. Defeat this sample and prove my greatness to the entire world.
Did you say something?
No, nothing. Now we begin.
Activating combat mode.
Bring it on! Take that!
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
No, this can't be.
where the setting's perfect. Or maybe I'm just playing better than your data?
To make such a bold claim, you need to provide more solid data. Fight this next monster and prove your superiority to me.
You bet. Let's do this.
Say again?
Oh, nothing. Now, let's begin.
He's so awful. I love him. He's so perfect. Like the voice actor for Hojo, he's so good.
Oh yeah.
He's exactly what he should be. He is sleazy, unintelligent, and amoral to a T.
You see? That's what Soldier can do.
Second-rate soldier, maybe. No, third-rate. If you truly are first-rate, then fight my next data. Prove to me that you can win. Not everyone can become an elite warrior like Sephiroth.
Huh? What?
Oh, nothing. Now, let's begin.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Ah, magnificent. It appears that you have the talent to become a fine...
Not really a talent I want.
You should be proud. Samples like you only appear every 2 years or so. Yay. By the by, I have an extra special program you can fight. Interested?
Extra special program?
Some data I designed on a lark that displays power inconceivable in reality.
Professor Hojo, you can't possibly mean to use that data on a human.
Not that one. It's way too dangerous.
It would be a worthy opponent for a first-rate operative. Such as yourself.
Hey, I'm warning you. Don't do this. That program is way too dangerous.
I agree. It may cost you your life. I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm level 98.
You're indeed a sample worthy of my attention. You need not worry. I will see to it that your remains contribute greatly to science. Now, my precious virtual data, prove my greatness to the entire world.
Oh, this is nothing.
Activating combat mode.
Okay. That was a very rude way to begin this fight. Just so you know, sir.
Conflict resolved.
I did not need a horn in my stomach as soon as I started the fight. But thank you.
Astounding.
Oh, Zach looks done.
Most unexpected. Wait. I formulated a new hypothesis.
You were saying something about my remains?
Yes. My knowledge, ability, and inspiration have forged a new path. You and I will share a special relationship.
Did you hear me?
So, there's actually not as much to do this chapter, which is kind of nice.
Lately, a large anti-Shinra organization is wreaking havoc worldwide. They're called Avalanche. I hear they're avid students of planet life.
Yeah, I can't wait to play Before Crisis and delve in a little bit deeper on exactly when this all is.
Nora, right? I discovered something kind of interesting.
In the briefing room, there is an unlockable mission. Did I ever get that? I did not.
Do you really think you can hack it in?
Sorry.
You better think.
So we got that mission. Oops, did not mean to go to the exhibit room. There's 2 missions we can unlock here. We need to talk to 2 people. One who's going to be just up here. Right here.
Get up.
Yeah?
So I'm hearing through the grapevine that Horde...
Around?
Huh? Then here's something. The study of planet life speaks of the legend of weapons, guardians of the planet. When they sense the planet is in danger, they rise to destroy that which ills the planet.
And this relates to the monsters how?
That which ills the planet. Sounds like they're talking about the Shinra Company to me.
Good story, bro. They're just monsters. Weapons, you say? Come on.
Go ahead. Laugh it up while you can.
That's actually really interesting. That's really funny. And actually that, that really does give us a good start on Remake, right? Because that's exactly what we see. Why are the whispers there rising up? Because a weapon has risen up, because there is something that ills the planet and the very timeline that the core of destiny set at Nibelheim has set.
Hey, Mr. Soldier. Really? He's just so... The other day I went to Calm, and you've heard that monsters, well, much more heroic than, say, your...
And there we go. Now we gotta go talk to Director Lazard.
I brought my boy to the Shinra building but he keeps asking me all these questions. Maybe I should have paid more attention in school.
Dad, I think there's something inside this.
Well, that's gotta... It's the Shinra Company's world famous...
Wow!
Wow. That's so funny. Oh, I should have just gone to the director's office.
Congratulations. As of this moment, you are promoted to Soldier First Class.
Woo! Boo, 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 boo. Poor Zach.
I thought I'd be happier.
Understandable. Too much happened too fast. Zach, I'm afraid I need your assistance again.
Are you pushing another assignment on me?
My apologies.
Whatever.
I'll fill you in, Zach. But before that, go to the briefing room and change into a first-class uniform.
I love that system that they added. It's so good.
In the flesh. As Soldier First Class, you are now authorized to use Materia Fusion.
Whoa! So what do I do?
First, open the main menu. You should now be able to select Materia Fusion. Now, try fusing these two materia. That should give you a general idea of how the process works. If you have any question.
Yes, thank you. Yep.
Hey now, are you sure you know enough about... Materia fusion is still a new technology. Some combinations and results have not been tried or discovered yet. That's why we want you to experiment. And if you make a new discovery, let us know.
Finished changing?
Yeah, and I picked up Materia Fusion too.
Then return to my office. I'll brief you on the mission.
Yes, sir.
Of course we're not mentioned, eh? We could deem these distortions born out of Shinra's meteoric rise to glory. And we, as members of Shinra, must always face these distortions with integrity. I hope you keep this in your hearts as you continue in your duties. Yep, another false personnel thing. It's funny how almost every single one of those are false. I usually don't care for classic drama, but it is pretty damn good. The guy's the hero in the original, but the play was more from the viewpoint of the girl who helps the guy. When I heard that last line, of course I'll come back to you. Even if you don't promise to wait, I'll return knowing that you'll be here. Oh man, that's when I lost it and just started bawling. It's clearly about Aerith and Zack. Zack, I'll come find you even if you don't promise to wait.
The company has decided to eliminate Genesis and his cohorts. This includes Angeal as well.
And you want me to do it?
No, the Shinra army will handle it.
What about me?
They don't trust you.
They believe your emotions will hamper your judgment.
Well, of course.
That's why I'm going too.
to kill them.
An intruder.
Where?
Close. Sephiroth, the president. Zack, entrance.
Yeah, you got it. What the? It stopped?
Soldiers here. Thank goodness. Hurry up and deal with that.
That? Whoa! What is this?
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Oh, thank you.
What was that?
What, you don't know? That was an intruder neutralization mech.
So why was it attacking employees?
It just went berserk, for reasons unknown. There are others stationed, so deal with them.
But I was ordered to go to the entrance. Entrance.
I think there is something else in here.
A scream?
Yeah, that's right. Y'all are lucky. I almost went down the elevator and died. It's a good thing I double checked.
Stay back.
Activating combat mode.
Take that, Vader!
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah! You're not with Soldier, right?
Well, the science, and I was just me. All right, you got me. I was slacking. Hey, can you keep this between us, please? Thank you. Please take this for your trouble.
Oh, I didn't even see what we got. But that's good. Let's check up on the materia room as well. That's fine.
Hey, you all right? Behind you. Huh?
Activating combat mode.
Hey, see ya! Take that!
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah! Thank you. I was close. Did that mech injure you?
Yeah. Pathetic, right? A soldier member getting bested by that thing?
Hey, even soldier members have their bad days.
Well, this is actually one of my better days. I'm
Yeah.
really not that good at fighting.
You're a soldier. Suck it up. If you're bad at something, train harder.
Sorry. I'll be going now. For you.
Zack, where are you?
Oh, Director. I'm on the soldier floor.
Head to the entrance ASAP. We've been massively compromised.
Massively? All right, I'm on it.
Good luck.
It's unrealistic that he would be running before the elevator as he was talking, but that's okay. I think I got everyone. Ooh, this is rough.
Why are Shinra weapons attacking the Shinra building? Is this Genesis's doing?
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Damn! They're swarming us.
That's a good question. What is the point of this? Who's doing this? Did Genesis send them? And why? That was very satisfying.
Sephiroth! The intruders are Genesis copies.
There's no doubt. This is Hollander's doing.
Who was that?
A Shinra scientist who stole the copy tech, then vanished.
Are you saying that this Hollander and Genesis are working together?
Quite possibly.
Do you know what they're planning?
Hollander sought to head the science department, and lost. He's borne a grudge against Shinra ever since. He wants revenge.
So petty. And Genesis is supporting this stupid cause?
I don't want to believe it.
Well, then don't.
Agreed. Now, Zack. Copies have been sighted in Sector 8 as well. Let's go.
This is bad.
We should split up.
Good call. Hold on, I'm a-coming.
Sector 8 is Turk's jurisdiction, Slick.
I love this new Reno. Like, Quentin Flynn's so good, but I don't know. He has this mousy quality to him. That's perfect for Reno.
You've got to be kidding me! Sung, do something!
There's no need for concern.
Huh? Okay.
The other areas.
Midgar's just crawling with nasties.
Soldier is having difficulties.
Reno, Rude.
Just say the word.
Go.
Yes, sir.
So now we're outsourcing to the Turks.
Soldiers being stingy.
There's a manpower shortage. Duh. You're a Turk too?
I'm Cisne.
I'm Zack. Pleasure to meet you.
Zack, aren't you on assignment?
Oh.
Same objective. Need some help here?
I appreciate the offer.
Oh,
but
how generous. Well, Sung, Zack, I gotta go.
That's Cisne.
We're looking for a man named Hollander. If you find him, detain him.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Thank you so much. Just up ahead, a really cool older girl came and saved me. But bad guys with big weapons came too. That young lady gave us time to escape by charging out alone. Please, mister, I'll give you my favorite treasure. So please, help that girl. Yes.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Beautiful.
Thanks, man. You saved me. Oh, yeah. Those masked guys causing all that havoc? I think I saw their leader just now. He's up ahead on this street. I'd stay clear if I were you. That is a token of gratitude.
Genesis. No, they're copies?
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
When I was a kid, I always wanted to have wings. You know, like an angel.
If people had wings, they'd be monsters.
Wings symbolize freedom for those who have none. They don't symbolize monsters. Impressive, Soldier First Class. You've got skill.
Well, unlike the Turks, fighting's our main thing.
Here, a little gift for helping me out. Alright
Thank
then.
you.
I'm off to the next job. You've got something too, right?
Yeah, I do.
Until we meet again.
Once Sector 8 is clear, come to Mako Reactor 5.
Did you find something out?
Angeal has been sighted.
So it's search and destroy?
The army is mobilizing, but there's still time. You and I will find them before they...
We do. And?
And what?
Fail.
To eliminate them.
For real?
Yes. For real.
Awesome! We're gonna fail!
Okay, so what Mako reactor is this?
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
And Geo Sahagin.
Is that Angeal's face?
It appears Genesis isn't the only one who can be copied. The company training room. We used to sneak in there for fun, when the seconds were out. Genesis, Angeal, and I.
You guys were pretty tight.
I wonder.
The lip syncing was really good. I love this scene.
Infinite
And then
in mystery is the gift of the goddess. We seek it thus, and take to the sky. Ripples form on the water's surface. The wandering soul knows no rest.
Loveless, Act 1.
You remember?
How can I not, when you've beaten it into my head?
Don't take Sephiroth lightly. Noted.
That was a cool move.
Is that the best you can do?
All hail Sephiroth, huh?
Angeal, stay back. I'll take Sephiroth alone.
Genesis.
The world needs a new hero.
Come and try.
So smug. But for how long?
Stop! You'll destroy this place.
That's no way to talk to a hero!
So rude. I can just hear Scarlet shrieking in terror now as she watches her gun be just sliced and diced. If this were to have happened not in simulation.
Angeal.
Out of my way!
Genesis!
Just a scrape. I'll be fine. Don't worry.
You sure, buddy?
Even if the morrow is barren of promises, nothing shall forestall my return.
That's significant. He says it's there. This scrape won't hold me down.
Yes. As far as Genesis was concerned. But as for Angeal,
Angeal? What happened?
later, I received one of his famous lectures.
About what?
Always the same. Discipline, dreams, honor, etc.
One of those, huh?
So it's true. They're in league with Hollander.
How could this happen?
Okay, so that's some cool extra context I didn't really think about. To what extent did Hollander have in initiating this?
Angeal, what are you up to? Where are you?
Activating combat mode. resolved.
Later!
Costly punch. What else do I need? Where's my magic one? Quake. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Did I pass it? I did. We might have to stop soon and grab some... Oops. Oh, grab some missions just to unlock some of the extra stuff that... Like our extra 2 equipment slots.
Hollander's laboratory is right down this way. It's a private, unsanctioned facility. We may find leads on Angeal.
All right.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
The door isn't received.
Yeah, that's right. This part's not interesting. Okay. There it is from Treasure Princess. I should be able to strategically sit down and pound out 30 or 40 missions that really encapsulate everything we need to do.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Activating combat mode.
Got him! Hey! Later!
Conflict resolved.
That's actually cool because that kind of lends credence to some amount of what we do in the Mako reactors in FF7 Remake, right? Where we're diverting power, we're diverting streams of Mako. It's cool stuff.
Oh yeah!
And actually, this is relatively similar to how it is set up in Remake. Because we go down and through that door. I think. It'll be exciting to play through Remake again and kind of just see all the Crisis Core connections that I didn't see the first time. Because I played Crisis Core shortly before Remake. About a year before Remake. But I don't think I ever understood it quite as well as I do now. Especially as I'm digging in. My goodness, I love high jump.
Good work. How wretched.
Incubating angio babies.
There's a monster inside. Is this where they make the copies?
These are highly classified research documents, taken from the science department. Project G, degradation, and ancients. Interesting. You should take a look.
Three things. Okay, Project G summary. Implant the cells of an ancient into a human fetus to imbue said fetus with the ancient's abilities. Okay, so they tried to do with Jillian what they did with Sephiroth. So Jillian was the catalyst, and Genesis was injected and tried to be made an ancient. He wasn't able to. However, his connection to the ancients does connect him to the life stream in a particularly interesting way, especially with the goddess. However, that results in the birth of Angeal. That's what I don't quite get.
It was Hollander's experiment. The result was a normal child, which meant he failed. However,
is that Genesis?
I'm getting woozy.
it was shortly before Genesis left. The wound was superficial, but for some reason, Genesis wasn't healing. The man who treated him was Hollander.
Professor Hollander, how is Genesis?
The problem is the Mako energy that seeped in through the wound.
Is it treatable?
First, he'll need a transfusion. You aren't viable.
Why couldn't I be the donor? A soldier, type G.